I'm Ntshuntshe. I am residing in Mandela Park, Khayelitsha. I am affiliated with the organization called Mandela Park Backyarders, which is how I met DAG. Obviously, we needed ways in which we could better equip ourselves with regards to how we were to attain information for our community, how to better lead our community. It helped me to better understand my community because there were things that I actually thought were important to my community because of how I thought they were important. Because I mean, as an individual, I would think that, let's say, well, we need housing. But then you actually find that when you come to these courses and then through the things that you discuss here, and because we're different organizations that come together, you learn things from other organizations as well. And then when you implement it in your committee and in your community and how it is that you address yourself, because that's now another skill that they equip you with, how to address yourself and the people that you should try to get to know. Because usually if you want something, you know that if, let's say, I want this housing thing, so let me just go to the Department of Housing. Sometimes if you go through the proper channels, which is maybe going through your municipality, you're going through your councillor, so if you follow the correct steps, which is now what they're teaching you here, that it's not necessarily you go from here to Parliament, but there are processes which you have to follow, which basically help you to achieve your goal. Because sometimes we are frustrated in our communities that we can never get anywhere, and then it turns out that when you come to DAG and then they teach you in terms of approaches, in terms of processes, you actually find out that you've been doing things wrong, and that is why you are exhausted. Because if you were to follow certain processes, do certain things a certain way, that it would actually be much easier, and most of the time it actually works out that you get the desired result, let me put it that way. So far, so good. So that's what DAG has helped me with. And in terms of personal life, you actually find that it's not really just for your organizations that the skills that they give you here are for, but when you apply them to your personal life, in your home, in your workplace, in, you know, with your colleagues, with your kids, they actually work. So it's life skills basically that they teach you. So I would definitely recommend DAG for anyone who wanted to sort of get a better skill set on how to sort of have their day-to-day functions of their business within your organization, within your communities. And because they really equip you with skills, because most of the time, or at least in coming to these programs that DAG has offered, I've found that it's not that we didn't have or we were rather lacking the resources within our communities. We actually do. It's just we didn't know how to get them, where to get them. But then through the trainings that we've had in DAG, you actually find that there are people who are actually willing and able to assist you along with DAG. And I would honestly say it has been an eye-opening experience. And I want to thank DAG because some of the things that I have learned are life-changing, and it's not just for today, it's not for that particular purpose. As I've said, you use it in your everyday life, you use it at work, you use it with your colleagues, in terms of the communication skill, in terms of the flower analogy that we did with module 2, where you had to identify the people of power. So you actually went to the relevant places at the relevant time to get the information that you needed, in terms of organizing or equipping yourself in a certain way so that it gets the desired results. So DAG really helps you to be able to achieve the desired effect or achieve your goal in what you want to do in your community.